Oh, we're live.
Oh, Jesus.
It's got nothing to do with this now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe we're not doing Instagram tonight. Welcome, everyone, to Classic Sitcom Salon. We are in costume, and we've been hanging out a little bit. And what we're going to do is what we always do, which is just have a live, unrehearsed, unscripted conversation about all things television, and do a script for you. Do not a stage reading, but a costumed reading, I guess is the term. So thank you for joining us, and thank you for liking and subscribing. That was my subliminal message. And so if you haven't seen this before, we go through these old classic sitcoms and we just act them out on the fly and see what comes up. And these scripts are so great. It's such a great way to just see what you get when you just bounce off of them cold. And so tonight we are going into one of the coziest sitcoms of the 80s, Kate and Allie, which is a Susan St. James, Jane Curtin
vehicle
sitcom. And Timmy, who's Allie, and I'm going to play Kate tonight. We're in front of the building that they pretended to live in. And actually, we thought this was an old shot, but the shot, Timmy has a better view. You can see better on his. That is what they use in the first season.
Oh,
that exterior. And I actually, I pre-gamed by watching the pilot episode, and it was much more about Jane Curtin's character, which was interesting. Because she is the one making the adjustment. She moved from Connecticut, which she is very believable as a Connecticut woman. But so it's more about her, but it was a similar to what we're going to read tonight, where one guy had a date with Kate, who's Susan St. James, but he ended up being more into Allie. So then Allie went on it. There was nothing but no chemistry between he and Kate. So Allie went out with him, with Kate's blessing. And it was Kelsey Grammer.
No.
Wow.
A super young Kelsey Grammer was her date. And the whole crux of it was this was probably Allie's first date, since the divorce and everything. So she was a horrible first date, and she did nothing but talk about, every step of that relationship that she just ended, and, all this stuff. So it was, I think, check please was his last line. But we were talking before about some of the men who've graced Kate and Allie, that you had some of the, everyone that's on as a date, you're going to be like, oh, he was on stuff in the 80s,
Yeah, including the character that I'm playing in this was played by David Rashi. And shortly after this, he had his big 80s moment. He had a cop themed show called Sledgehammer, which ran for a couple of seasons. Yeah. And actually, I had never really recognized him before, but I see lights going on. Oh, him. I was at my parents a few weeks ago, and they like to watch Columbo, old episode of Columbo. And we sit down to watch one. It's like the day after I watched this and worked on the script, and up he comes. He's the villain on the Columbo episode.
He's been in everything.
It's fate. We have to do this episode of Kate and Allie.
I think we also have to do Columbo, now that you said it.
Yes.
Well, I mentioned this earlier, but speaking of guest actors and cops, the guy that eventually Allie ended up marrying in the show, the actor's name I can't remember, and then they moved to a fancy apartment, and for some reason Kate moved in with them, which was very weird. But his next show after Kate and Allie was as one of the leads of Cop Rock, the musical policeman show that was widely panned
Yes, but actually happened.
It did happen. It does seem like something from The Onion, but yeah, singing cops.
Yeah. I wonder if it's got to be somewhere on this internet.
Yes. Why can't we do it?
Cop rock.
That's
I
right.
don't know.
Too many reasons. Oh, so also this seemed like a fitting kind of Pride month show to do with kind of same-sex co-parenting. Also,
That's a stretch, but sure.
well, sure, but I think there are some people who, if you grew up in a same-sex with same-sex parents, this was pretty much your only shot at.
My two dads.
That's true.
That's right.
This paved the way. The women came first.
As always.
Yeah. But at the end of the pilot, Allie proposes to Kate. It's kind of like because her date goes so badly, and she's like, done. And she was like, "Do you want to get married?" And Kate's like, "Well, maybe someday." And she's like, "No, that was a proposal." So maybe that was as far as you could go with that.
Yeah, that was witty.
Yeah. So Evan, as he has curated this particular episode of Kate and Allie, which is titled "Thank You, Shirley." Oh, Sally's going to play Shirley tonight. This is season 3, episode 19. Do you have any words, Evan, before we jump in about?
No, only that I was inspired to do this one because this was one of my wife's favorite shows when she was newly arriving in the United States. This was a show that she gravitated towards, in part with for not different from the co-parenting angle, but she came here with her mom, and her mom was always had to work a lot, and this was a show that she related to more than most of the other shows that she saw on TV. So I really wanted to do this one for her.
Nice. Sweet. That's great.
Now, is she watching it?
She will watch it afterwards.
She's boycotting.
She'll boycott the episode. No, she'll watch it after with the kids, but no, she's not watching it live.
Nice. Yes, this is live to tape for anyone who's watching it. So
we like to go onto YouTube when it's done and watch it together.
Yeah.
Yes. What happened? So we're gonna read again. This is an episode which I alluded to earlier, where there's kind of, I think I can spoil it enough, but like where they're after the same guy. And
it's interesting. I loved this show, and I watched every episode of the whole series, and I don't remember them competing for men. But now you're telling me that it was in the pilot and the one we're doing now.
But they're so like subtle and
interesting,
passive about it.
They're very cool.
Because they are real. They really are. They work as a team very much.
Yes. Thank you, Thundercats. VCRs on
VCR.
Yay.
Oh my gosh. I'm just thinking of the size and weight of the first VCR we had. What's it called? Yeah, they do everything in such a plaintive way that like it's not even fighting. And you'll see in this, like, I don't like him if you like him, and there's a little scene in here too where you kind of get the daughters, their 2 daughters become best friends. They live there, and you get the daughter's perspective.
That's a good scene. I like that scene.
Yeah, it's really just like flopped in there in the middle. But it has more weight than a lot of the other scenes, I think. So this is yes, it's totally 80s, but it's also not like, it's to me, it's a very calm, subdued, cozy show. I don't know if anyone else thinks, but even their apartment was, they did a decent job with making that basement apartment feel, despite the staircase. But I think we should do the thing at this point.
Okay.
So I'm going to play Kate.
I'm going to play Allie.
Yes, you are.
Give me Chip.
We got Chip.
I'll be Jenny.
And I'll be Richard, the object of desire.
It's the hair. It's the hair.
And Alvin is going to be Emma and Holly. So for those of you who don't know, so Allie's kids are Jenny and Chip, because they have reddish hair. And then so they combine their households, and then my child is young Emma with her denim jacket. All right, so this episode, season 3, episode 19, back when they did like 26 episodes or whatever.
Us.
Bless
What
you.
season?
Thank you.
Originally aired February 24th, 1986, called Thank You, Shirley. And we take you now to the cold open. I'm also doing tech, so you know. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. When I win the lotto, I'm going around the world.
When you win, do you know the odds are against that?
No, and I don't want to. I think I'll buy a small villa overlooking the Mediterranean.
If I win the lottery, and I say if, I'm going to invest in triple tax-free municipal bonds,
Cruise down the Nile. Take an African safari.
real estate limited partnership with a good write-off and a high
Maybe a
income,
yacht to go shopping among the Greek islands.
a Clifford trust for the kids, maybe some annuities,
Oh, all the gowns in Paris.
a well-balanced portfolio of stocks, an IRA, a Kehoe plan, perhaps, just perhaps, a corporate retirement fund.
You're a lot of fun.
I am?
No.
You'll change your tune when I win the lottery.
Did you find a movie yet?
No, this is the financial page.
Huh. Should we go inside of this apartment?
Let's go inside of this apartment.
Excuse me while I change to inside.
I've changed you inside.
Oh, so warm.
Cozy.
Well, next time we go shopping, remind me not to wear high heels. I think I tore off one of my toes.
You should have bought running shoes, Mom.
It was buying running shoes for you 3 that did this to me.
Oh, I love mine. They're just the right shade of orange.
Remember sneakers? They were either white or blue, and you didn't have to schlep all over to find them.
Yeah, then after you bought them, you still had enough money left over for food.
Thanks, Mom.
You're welcome. Bye, Chip. Were we like that?
Like what?
Obsessive about the shoes that we wore?
Are you kidding? Remember Capizio's? They had to dip just so in the front so that the tops of your shoes or tops of your toes showed.
Oh, yeah. Toe cleavage. Hey, there's a light on the answering machine. There's a message.
That's nice.
Choose you odds. One takes it.
Once, twice, 3, shoot.
Why do I always lose this game?
Because you always put up 2 fingers.
I'm going to remember that next time.
So will I.
You know, I think I still have those shoes you were talking about. That I wore them when I got married.
How sentimental.
Yeah, well, you only get married once in a while. Beep.
Kate, darling, it's your cousin Shirley by marriage in L.A.
I told you it was for you.
I just spent half an hour standing in the kitchen door frame because the room was shaking. It turns out it wasn't an earthquake. The dryer was on spin.
She's so funny.
Now stop laughing and listen. Don't kill me, but I gave a divine man your number.
But I hate her.
He's an entertainment lawyer, just moved to New York from LA 3 weeks ago. His name is Richard Lubin, and he's to die for. See him, Kate. He's lonesome.
Remember the last one she told you to call?
Oh, the guy with the whiny voice whose eyebrows met.
They met and didn't like each other. Beep.
It's Shirley again.
Oh, remember the last one, Shirley?
He's not like the other one. Give him a chance.
An evening, Shirley, an evening.
This is like radio.
Boop.
Hi, Kate. This is Richard Lubin. Shirley Craven's been raving about you for months.
And you for minutes.
Now, I understand about people coming out of the woodwork because of relatives, so please don't feel obliged to call me at 555-7622, but I really hope you do.
555.
7622. Should I? Suppose he's creepy.
Suppose he's fabulous.
Suppose he's creepy.
Invite him to dinner. This way we'll outnumber him.
Okay, that way, if he is creepy, we'll stick Chip on him and he'll leave early. Richard, hi. This is Kate McCardle. Right. I'm calling because I'd like to invite you to dinner at our house. My roommate is a fabulous cook, and tonight. That's right. Yeah, I asked you first. Well, if you insist, 7 o'clock. Do you know our address? Terrific. Okay, well, see you then. Thanks. He wants to take us to dinner.
Us as in both of us?
Yeah,
Why me?
why not?
He's your date.
Hey, you're my roommate.
She's your cousin.
Only by marriage.
Well, great. Well, now if he's a creep, we both suffer.
Why do you assume the worst? Suppose he's sensational.
Sure, and chickens have lips.
Eh? He'll be here.
Oh, I'll get it.
Be nice, will you?
Don't worry, I'm a master at hiding my disappointment. God knows I've had enough practice.
Hi, I'm Richard.
Hi, come on in.
Thank you. Well, Shirley said you were a beauty.
Wrong beauty. I'm Allie.
You're kidding. You mean there are two of you?
Kate? Kate Richards here. You're from LA?
Yes, originally, but I'm planning on loving New York. Ooh.
Richard.
Did I say planning on loving New York? I love it already.
Well, would you like a drink or something?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind, but we really should be going. I made reservations at Sardi's.
Sardi's. Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah, we're going to meet Tony Quinn there.
Anthony Quinn?
Yes. Well, forgive me, but he's going to join us for a drink. He has to look over a contract that I have. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, I don't mind. Do you mind, Allie?
No. I love Sardi's. Their chicken lips are fabulous.
Meanwhile, I'm home from the date.
No. My favorite terrible LA word is lifestyle.
Oh, that one always depresses me.
Why?
Because I don't have one.
I'm partial to laid back.
Or take a meeting.
Take a laid back meeting.
Oh, what? Looks like we have company.
Oh, these are ours. Okay, troops, back to the barracks.
Hi.
Who's he?
Oh, Richard, Jenny, Emma, Chip, say hello.
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 I say goodbye.
Bye.
Hi.
Oh, I love kids. They make life so much fun, huh?
Spoken like someone who doesn't have them.
So, what'll it be? Cognac, instant coffee, or cheap white wine?
No, it's got to be bed for me. I have an early morning. I'm awfully sorry, but I had a really, really lovely evening.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and remind me to send Shirley a little thank you present, like a Mercedes or something.
Speaking of Shirley, I bet that's her, the lights on our machine. Let's see.
Well, what?
You want to call her, Richard, or should we?
Call me.
How about you tell her the well? I'll handle the what. All right? Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Oh, he's really cute, isn't he?
Uh-huh.
And attractive.
Uh-huh.
It's funny.
Very funny.
It was a nice evening.
Very pleasant.
So, do you like him?
Do you?
Depends.
On what?
Well, if you don't like him, I do. But if you like him, I don't have to like him.
Go ahead and like him. After all, he's your cousin's friend.
Oh, well, he very well might be my cousin's friend. Like him if you want to.
I don't think I have the right to like him.
Of course you do. Wait, do you?
Yeah,
Me too.
we're in trouble.
I can't believe this. All the years we've known each other, all the guys we've met, we've never liked the same one before tonight.
No, it almost happened. Do you remember Ernie Frank?
No.
Kinky red hair, freckles all over his face.
Why are you talking like that?
Well, he talked like that.
And we liked him?
Oh, more than life itself.
So how did we resolve it?
Oh, we didn't. His parents moved away, and do you think we could get Richard to move back to California?
No. But we can do the next best thing.
What? Poison each other?
Never see him again.
Boy. It kills me to admit it, but I think you're right.
I mean, so what if he's smart and sexy and straight and funny and intelligent and straight?
Well, you said it. What are we? Frivolous women or something?
There are more important things in life than a date. So we will absolutely never see him again. Maybe.
Kate.
All right, we'll never see him again.
Ding dong. Oh, I'll bet you that's Elle Magazine coming to interview us on our decision. Oh, Richard!
One quick question. Would the two of you like to go to the opera with me on Friday?
Are you kidding? We love opera.
We are opera freaks.
That's terrific. I'll pick you up at 7, all right? Good night again.
I hate the opera. Does the phrase "we're in trouble" ring a bell?
Okay, we'll go out with him just once. And then we'll see which one of us likes him the best.
Maybe neither one of us will.
Oh, yeah, maybe he's one of those guys that's terrific on the first date and then he fizzles out. I've had dates like that.
I had a marriage like that.
Mm.
Now, It turns out you really do have to try this because it is, as it turns out, made out of artichokes.
Oh, sounds great.
I know, yeah? All right. To new friends.
To new friends.
New friends.
Oh, that's really great. Isn't it, Allie?
Well, if you like it that much, I'll leave you the bottle.
Thanks.
You know, Richard, you've introduced me to so many new things. Do you realize that I have never eaten brains before tonight?
Really? Well, they're great, huh?
Great.
Now, to Placido Domingo. He makes a great cavaradossi.
Well, you've eaten at his house?
Oh, hey, you know everybody.
No. Cavaradossi. That's the part he played in the opera tonight.
Oh, oh we were kidding.
Oh.
We knew that.
Yes, you knew that because you're opera nuts like me.
So true. In fact, once in a while, I listen to popular music, you know, the videos and stuff like that, just to see what the kids are talking about. But I don't get it. I don't get it. Do you get it?
Oh yeah. Oh, I like rock too. I get it.
I get it sometimes.
Yeah, I get it sometimes too. But it's really, well, it's opera that touches my soul.
Boy, I wish I could take you both to the gala performance next week.
Really? When is it?
Well, it's Friday night, but it's sold out. I put my name on a list at the box office for cancellations. Maybe, if I'm lucky, some subscriber will die.
Oh, darn it. I always miss the gala. Something or other always comes up.
It's that time again.
Already?
Yeah, I've got to go. I've got to go over a contract tomorrow morning that makes Howard Hughes's will look like a thank you note. Well, and speaking of thank yous, I owe you guys another one. I have just spent 2 great evenings in New York with 2 great ladies. Thank you. Good night.
Hey, and thanks for the artichoke stuff.
Oh, yeah. Don't mention it. Enjoy it. Bye-bye.
Wow. He sure fizzled out.
Yeah, like Mount St. Helens. Oh, Allie, I really like him.
No kidding.
Could you tell?
Opera touches my soul. I could tell. I could also gag.
Well, what about you? I always seem to miss the gala. Something or other always comes up. What comes up? Your hatred of opera?
Look, I'll make a deal with you. I won't yell at you, and you won't yell at me.
Done. Oh, just when you think women have made a lot of progress, you realize they haven't made any progress at all.
Why?
Because we still have to go faking all kinds of strange things with men. I mean, I sat there drinking that sludge, pretending to like it.
What are you complaining about? I ate brains. Oh, for all I know, they were still thinking.
Still, he's terrific.
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Hi, girls.
Hey, who's terrific?
Richard.
It's not funny. He's fantastic, darn it.
Why darn it?
Take a lesson, girls. Never go out to dinner with the same boy.
Why not?
Because you both might like him, and therein lies madness.
We like the same boys all the time.
Yeah.
Really? What do you do about it?
We choose for him. It's only fair.
Odds one takes it.
Oh, don't be silly.
Okay, we'll just cut him in half.
Well, I get the half that makes jokes.
Great. Kids don't get that joke.
Ah!
Allie, Allie. I've got it.
Well, don't give it to me. I've got enough trouble.
I know what we can do about Richard.
What?
You know how we both want to have him, but we don't know which one of us should go after him?
Makes us sound a little carnivorous, but yeah.
Well, what we do is make him choose between us.
I hate to sound like a spoilsport, but how?
I've got it all figured out. My boss's wife, Mrs. Sloan, is a big wig on the opera committee, and I know that she could finagle 2 tickets to the gala if I just get down on my knees and beg.
So which one of us takes him?
Oh, the other way around. I have the tickets delivered to his house with a note that there's been a cancellation.
The dead subscriber.
Right, you got it. Now he's got 2 tickets, and we're the only 2 people that he knows in the city.
So he picks up the phone and calls us.
Right. And then the one he asks gets to go to the gala with the one that he asks wins the right to use all of her feminine wiles on him. It just, the other one just...
Quietly kills myself.
Why do you always assume that you're the other one? You look more like a California girl than I do.
He left California, remember?
The other one just disappears.
Yeah, into that dark, bottomless, manless pit where all the others go, cooking their solitary lamb chops, rereading the Bronte sisters, talking to themselves on the street, taking in stray kittens.
Are you through?
Yeah.
I'll call Mrs. Sloan in the morning.
I'll go pack my frocks for the pit.
Well, don't pack that green silk because that's the one I'm going to wear if you ask me.
Ding. Hello?
I got the tickets. The trap is set.
Do you really think we should do this?
Do you have a better idea?
Bigamy?
Allie! Please, the kids are confused enough as it is.
Well, I just feel as though we're manipulating him.
That's because we are. What's wrong with that?
Nothing, as long as he doesn't find out.
Well, I won't tell if you won't tell.
The last person who said that to me got me sent home from kindergarten.
Gotta go. See you later.
Okay, I'll be by the phone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hi.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Sorting recipes. I don't know whether I saved this 12 ways to stuff a Christmas cutlet or 10 ways to improve your life after a divorce. Must be a cutlet.
So, how was your day?
The usual.
Oh, pretty good, huh?
Just the usual.
Yeah, but your usual is better than most.
It is?
Sure, you have 2 great children, a challenging school career, a stimulating life.
What are you doing?
Talking.
No, you're not. You've got some bad news about me and you're trying to soften it up. Now, what happened?
Nothing happened.
Kate, I've known you longer than I've known anybody except my parents. And I know you better. What happened?
Richard called.
And invited you to the gala. I'm glad. God may be a little annoyed, but I'm glad.
Well, I wasn't there, and then I called him back, and he wasn't there.
What time did he call you?
About noon.
Hmm.
Allie, I'm sorry that it was me.
Well, don't be so sorry so soon. After he couldn't get you, he called me.
Oh, he asked you to the gala.
Well,
hey, no explanation necessary. He asked you, you said yes, so be it. Actually, I'm very, very happy for you. I never really liked Richard anyway. I like my men a little dumber.
He called to ask me if he left his umbrella here.
That's all?
That's all?
How'd he sound?
Wet.
You never said anything about the tickets?
Not a thing. Oh, but your cousin, Shirley, called. And she said Richard talked to her, and he's mad about both of us. what is going on in Greenwich Village? And she's telling your mother.
What's going on?
Got me.
You know, I've got it's. You know what I've got. It's him I'm worried about.
What are we going to do?
I don't know. I guess we're just gonna sit by the phone and wait until he decides which one of us he wants to take.
Ain't it fun being a woman?
Yeah, whoopee.
Oh, I refuse to save any recipe that starts off with discard the beak. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, it's Richard. I know it is. Tomorrow's the gala.
Oh, well, I'll answer it.
Hello. Oh, hello, Mother. No, I'm not disappointed. Why do I sound disappointed? No, that it's just my whites are dingy. Do I pre-soak? Listen, would you like to talk to one of your grandchildren? They're pulling at the phone cord. Yeah. Oh, hold on, Jenny.
Oh, no, I talked to her last time for an hour. She just talked about her sciatica.
Please don't make me.
Yep.
Get homework.
Hi,
Chip.
Grandma. What's wrong with you now?
I can't believe that Richard hasn't called us.
I can't believe you haven't called him.
Women don't call men. That's too pushy.
I don't see what's so pushy about it.
You will when you grow up.
No, I won't.
Me neither.
Why not?
We just don't feel the same way about boys that you do.
What way is that?
Like
Like
they're
you-
from another. Oh,
Yes.
like they're from another planet or something. To us, boys are just cuter girls.
Uh-huh. We don't have to sit around and wait for them to call us. We just call them.
Yeah, we don't play the silly games old people play. I don't mean old people. I mean,
Never mind. We know what you mean.
We just don't feel that we have to act feminine and dignified.
yeah, we just act like ourselves. And if sometimes that's pushy, then so what?
I bet nobody ever called Jane Fonda pushy.
Actually, they spent about a decade calling her that. Anyway, she won. Are we old enough to have kids this smart?
Shut up and call.
Uh-huh.
Give me that phone.
Finally.
Okay. Hi, hey, Mom. Hey, listen. I have an emergency. I ran out of paper towel. Yeah. Okay. You too. Bye.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just going to talk from person to person. Adult to an out. Like that teenager to teenager. It's his machine. He's out of town.
Well, there's one good thing that's going to come out of this.
What?
We don't have to go to another opera.
Huh?
Oh, Kate, I'm glad I ran into you.
Next time I leave work early, remind me not to leave work early.
You know, I think it would be cheaper not to have our clothes dry cleaned. Let's just throw them away and get new ones.
You had a call.
From who?
That guy who was here the other night.
Richard?
What did he say?
Something about tickets, and he'll be here at 7:00.
Bingo!
Finally. Well, who did he ask for? Who did he call?
I don't know.
Well, did he say, is Kate there?
Or did he say, is your mother there?
He said something about tickets, and he'll be here at 7:00. You can ask him then.
Great.
Call.
Good luck.
You too. Chip, sweetie, next time you get a phone call, you must write down the message.
I'm not going to stay home anymore.
It's his machine again. What are we gonna do? I mean, one of us has to be all dressed up at 7 and ready to go to the opera.
And the other one for the pit.
Put on my opera clothes, Allie. Oh,
Ah!
well, you look great.
I feel ridiculous.
Well, you look great.
Well, you two. How are we ever going to explain to this man why we're both dressed up?
Well, the one that isn't chosen will just say that she's got someplace to go.
Where? The prom?
I'll think of something.
You won't have to. He picked you.
Allie, I really don't have time to deal with your rotten self-image right now. I'm dealing with my own. Doorbell. I hope it's you.
I hope it's you.
Really?
I don't know.
Oh. Richard.
Hi, Kate. Holly Bradshaw, Kate McCardle, and Allie Lowell.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, well, I see Chip gave you the message, huh?
Part of it.
Can you believe I actually got cancellations? I mean, I've been trying this for years. Well, all right. Here are your tickets.
Our tickets?
Well, of course. Who am I going to give them to but my best friends in New York? You know, this really worked out quite well, I think. Don't you? I mean, if it would have just been last week, then I would have wanted to use one of the tickets for myself, and you would have had to choose which one would go. But since I met Holly and she hates opera,
I like to understand what people are singing to me.
we met in the record shop in the teas.
Tabali, Renata?
Turner, Tina.
Well, listen, you guys are going to be late, so you better get going. Have a wonderful time. I hope we do. Holly's dragging me to see Twisted Sister at the Garden. Okay, so have a wonderful time. I'll call you tomorrow. Say hello to Placido. Good night.
How old do you think she was?
I have pantyhose older than that person.
You know, when we first met him and he said he wanted to have kids, now I know what he meant.
Quick, name a woman over 30 who has made it.
Jane Fonda, Meryl Streep, Linda Evans, Marlo Thomas, Gloria Steinem, Cher.
Candice Bergen, Diane Carroll, Diane Sawyer, Sally Field. Whew. There, I feel better.
Me too. I'm going to change.
No, you're not. We're going to the opera.
Why on earth would I want to do that?
Because my boss's wife got me the tickets, and if I'm not sitting in those seats, there's going to be trouble.
Kate!
Complain on the way.
Next time your cousin Shirley calls.
I know.
Excuse me. Oh,
You sleep
Well,
through the opera
you know-
and then we come home. Oh,
you know, there's one good thing that came out of all of this.
what?
We didn't compete with each other over Richard. You know, a lot of women would have done that.
You're right. We didn't call him behind each other's backs or anything. I'm very proud of us.
Me too. Of course, if we had, one of us might be sitting with Richard right now instead of with each other.
I like it better this way.
You do? You do?
Don't push it, Allie.
Okay. Da 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 da.
Okay.
Yay.
Welcome back, everyone.
There you go.
Great
Excuse
job,
me, I
everyone.
to ruin the transformation here, but
Thanks, Kayla.
Yes, thanks, Katie.
deadpan Allie.
She was a lot of fun.
Allie's taking her hair off.
That was fun. That read really fun, I thought.
I think it read funnier than it showed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Went really well.
Well, the script is great, and it's like that. I always love this show, and they have great rapport together.
Yeah.
But this is a really snappy, well-written script.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna Google who wrote it right now because we have to start spreading the news. No, it is, and I think it's great. And script-wise speaking, I really like how, not so much in this episode, it was pretty fair in this episode, but Jane Curtin just has an energy that drives the comedy and the scenes that she's in this series, which I really like. She kind of is the one pushing everything forward.
Well, it was written by Sherry Coben. Oh, sorry, and Jane Richmond.
So says I.
Women. Ha
Ha ha. I like the that they use, they invoke women over 30 to get inspired. There were some great 80s references. That one, Tina Turner.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need to maybe explain an answering machine, a cord. There was a reference to a phone cord.
And how you hand the phone to someone else.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And none of it was video. Like when we were supposed to be on the phone in the scene, Timmy, you and I,
Yeah.
it looked like video chat. And same with Shirley. Which was funny.
Yeah, I used to have an adapter for my iPhone. It was like a handheld receiver that you could plug into the iPhone and then use it. You could hold it like a real phone.
Yeah.
But that's like 3 iPhone versions ago. I don't have the right adapter for it anymore.
That's what when I was like on the phone, like I was gonna like pick up my cell phone. I was like, oh, better just use my hand as phone. So, like,
I know. I didn't know what kind of phone to mime when we had to do it.
I forgot about the phone sequence altogether, but I just grabbed my cell phone.
I grabbed a mouse, which didn't exist at all.
Oh, that's okay. All very futuristic.
Yes. Oh, I'd love to share this comment. I love it. So our viewers who are listening, I love this show so much. My young lesbian heart thought Kate was hot and sassy, but was fully aware that I'd grow up to be an Allie. I wonder if this is the same, like the Golden Girls spectrum. Like, are you a Kate or an Allie? Oh, thank you. It was super fun to do. Thank you, Evan, for picking this one.
Yeah, I didn't have to watch. The thing is that some of these, when I try to find a script, I have to watch a lot of episodes to find one that I think works for this purpose. But I only had to think I watched 2 of Kate and Allie. And this was like the second episode I watched. I'm like, this is perfect. What a show.
Yeah.
It seems like a really cute, funny show.
Read's super fun. It was
well written. It was smooth to read.
Yeah.
It does make me want to go back and watch those.
The first one I watched had Chip going over to some neighbor's house across the street.
Yes.
With like does magic tricks or something. I was like, this is a little weird. I don't think I can do this one. It wasn't particularly funny. Interesting, but it had kind of very special episode vibes going on.
Yeah.
Very special episode.
They probably were trying to do that, and then the censors like ended up making it very like.
Sort of reminds me of like stuff you see on Different Strokes when they had those very special.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like Dudley and Arnold.
Yes, they went to the bicycle shop.
Oh yeah, and the man who ran WKRP in Cincinnati was a bad man.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, he was the man from. Oh, he was also in
Gordon
that.
Jump,
Oh,
Gordon
Yeah,
Jump.
he played the
Yeah.
molester.
oh,
He
I
was,
saw that Different Strokes episode like a bunch of times. I didn't realize.
yeah. That's a disturbing episode. Actually.
I do feel like though this show was really good at concentrating all of the action for the most part just in their apartment.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they didn't have
Yes.
a lot of other sets.
No. They had this tiny, they had a set that was probably like a poster that Susan St. James would be in front of when she was like
At work.
at work.
Yeah.
A
Mhm.
typewriter and a poster and a plants probably.
She worked at a travel agency, so it was like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, yeah, they had like the kids' room, but they did a decent. I mean, they definitely did. They didn't do what Friends did, where they made this gigantic apartment and told everyone it was in the most expensive. Like there was you know, the rooms were small.
And as a kid, I always thought it was really weird that they went downstairs because the entrance was below grade, and then they went back upstairs to go to the bedrooms, which I was like, well, that would be the first floor. Why wouldn't the apartment be on the first floor and the bedrooms be
Yeah.
downstairs? It didn't make any sense to me as a kid. And then I moved to New York, and then I was going into all these converted brownstones, and it was like, oh, well, the lower level apartment does actually have the bedrooms upstairs. Like it was true to form, and I thought, well,
Yeah.
all right, well, good for TV.
Yeah, it's interesting that they did that.
Accurate.
Greenwich Village, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
this took place
the
in
actual
New-
exterior is on Bank Street. The ones that we used at the cold open was 72 Bank Street.
Tourist trap. It's a tourist trap.
I know why there are no Kate and Allie bus tours that are taking you around to their
Throngs of people are still
Hollywood.
outside.
I think we know what we have to do.
We'd have a very niche market, but man, would they be enthusiastic.
Be like, this is Kate and Allie. This is Friends. This is Mary Hartman.
Right.
This was fun. Yeah, this was like very fun to do. So we have another month coming up next month.
As we always do.
Right.
Yes, July falls after June this year.
Oh,
So Evan he's put together a bunch of, so I'm going to go through the list and we can maybe take a vote. We did like viewer vote last time, and that's how we wins. So I'm going to reread the nominees for July's episode are Herman's Head, The Nanny. That's the one where they get stuck in her mother's house in Queens. Dinosaurs, License to Parent. The Brady Bunch, The Babysitters. Empty Nest, The Nurse Who Came to Dinner. The Mary Tyler Moore Show, which is always has amazing scripts. It's the one where Mary becomes a producer. And then there was an episode of Mama's Family where Naomi gets an obscene phone call. Do we have any reactions to that whatsoever?
I just want to say Herman's Head, that's a nice deep cut because it wasn't on very long. But man, that cast of like the woman who voices Lisa Simpson was on it.
Yeah.
Hank Azaria was on it. Jane Sibbett, who played Ross's wife Carol, ex-wife Carol on Friends, was on it. Like the whole supporting cast on that show was fantastic. I don't know whatever happened to Herman.
I know, like the two I'm gonna vote for are Dinosaurs and Brady Bunch. I don't know if you ever did Brady Bunch, but I'm like, sounds gonna be a cute.
Yeah, we did an episode a long time ago, the one where Alice quits and works at a diner.
Oh, you don't?
Oh, that was a sad episode.
Yeah, and her cousin comes.
When she
Which
played
Brady Bunch?
Bill Sargent. No, the cousin Kay, but she didn't play her.
Which Brady Bunch episode were you considering for if you were to do Brady Bunch?
It's an episode called The Babysitters, where they finally acknowledge that Greg and Marsha are actually old enough to babysit. So when Alice ends up with plans and the parents going to call a babysitter, that they're like, hey, we can do it. And then of course the parents end up not trusting them enough to babysit, and all sorts of hijinks ensue when they start calling the house over and over again and then eventually show up.
That might be a cute one.
Yeah. There's
Oh,
That or down.
Mike and Carol were such helicopter parents. What did Carol do? I mean,
Carol.
Alice did everything. What did
She
Carol
did.
do?
She knew what the kids were doing every minute. Whereas,
I'm looking at the Herman's Head cast right now. We also
We'd have to have a subscription, and we would need like everybody we know to play a part in it.
I know Hank Azaria was on it. Peter McKenzie was on it.
Help me.
Jason Bernard. Don Wells appeared on it, as did Rosemarie and Maury Amsterdam.
Please tell me that was some sort of like Dick Van Dyke Show fantasy episode that they did like that. That would be awesome.
It had to. Yeah. It's a big, if we read it though, it's a big cast.
Yeah,
It's really big. It's like one of these things that if everybody says yes, then we bust out Herman's Head. But because you need like there's like 4 people just in the head, and then there's like 4 coworkers. Like right away you're at 9 people.
Yeah.
You know, just out of the gate, the episode is more people than that they end up talking to. It's a good episode, but it was before the issues with having unlimited cast members.
Sorry, I was distracted of, I'm obsessed with the show The Powers That Be now, and it made me think of, and because, oh nice, we've been binging it too, actually.
oh yeah,
I know.
me too. I forgot how good it was
It's really
and how well written.
but the attention to detail on every level of that production is amazing. And that actually totally ties into Powers That Be, because the Powers That Be was canceled and the nanny used their staircase as the staircase. But the Powers That Be, it was David Hyde Pierce, John Forsythe, Valerie Mahaffey, who recently passed away. She is so funny in this show as like the spoiled little.
Oh, Niles was on that.
Yeah, he's amazing. Holland Taylor, Peter McNichol. And then
some cast for a show I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was one of those things where like it was just very under the surface. It was 2 short seasons, but you watched it, you were like, oh my God, these people are amazing. And then it disappeared, and then you watch them all like appear on like next season. They all were on, great shows. Because even Robin Bartlett did what's it called? Mad About You.
Which is another one I've been trying to find the right episode of Mad About You to do for this.
Yeah.
Well, what about My Two Dads? That's another fun one.
I've been trying to get that one also because we talked about it, and I've been trying to get a good episode of that. I've watched a few. There's a lot of different scenes. Like, I try to find ones when I do this that logically are in mostly one place. And one or maybe 2 where you can transition. When they transition too much, it gets a little awkward. But
My Two Dads with little baby Giovanni Ribisi.
Yes.
And Chad Allen, little gay Chad Allen.
I remember then he went on to be on the Wonder Years. He was one of Kevin's friends on like the last season, if I'm correct. And then after Wonder Years, that's when he went on to Friends eventually.
And Chad Allen was he on Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman?
Oh, he was? Oh.
Was that it? Or was he in Our House with?
Yeah.
Not sure.
I can't believe you just
I
said.
can't remember.
I can't believe you just said Our House.
Wasn't that the name of that show?
Yes, we have to have a Deidre Hall night now that you said.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was the name of the show, but I totally forgot it existed until this moment.
And Wilfred Brimley.
Yep. He was the dad.
Who I am now older than when he starred in Cocoon.
Cocoon.
Oh yeah, me too.
Wow.
I'm at this point, I think, older than like Norman Fell when he was on Three's Company.
He was something stupid like 42 when he was starting that show. I was like, are you kidding? Man.
Oh, you know what? Isabel.
I think he was 51 or 52, but
Okay.
I don't think he was 42.
But
I'm
it's
younger than Emmanuel Lewis when he was on Webster.
He was also 42.
So we don't.
So I didn't hear a decisive vote there.
I was going to say our election is too close to call at this
Can I
moment.
throw Frasier out of the choice as well? Right.
Oh,
Frasier?
we did 2 episodes of that. There's the episode where Niles thinks he ate the pot brownie, but the father
Yes.
actually ate the pot brownie and thinks he ate a regular brownie.
Love to Frasier.
It's a great one. And then we did the one, it's a Halloween episode where Frasier throws another like lame party and he makes everybody dress as their hero.
Oh, I know that one. I've seen that one.
Yeah. It's good. That one gets deep. So yeah, I think honestly Herman's Head and Dinosaurs.
I'm not going to vote because I don't know if I'm going to be available in July. So I don't want to influence.
For my vote,
Every vote
dinosaurs. That was my vote.
So
I know Matt is ready to shine as baby dinosaur.
I know.
He's been waiting for this for a year.
I know. And
this was done with him in mind.
Yes, and this is a non-Sherman Hemsley dinosaurs episode, right?
Yeah, it's got Michael McKean in a role on this one.
Nice.
That
show was good. I thought that was a good show. That was fun. That was fun. I liked it. No, but that was like a dinosaurs was like a fun, like no, but it was like there was something underneath.
Yeah. They like a lot of serious. I have not seen every single episode, but I know they had a lot of like serious themed episodes as well, like that dealt with important issues.
Yeah, but always just under, never up on the surface.
Yeah.
Well, I think with that, our next show is the 3rd Tuesday of July. I don't have a calendar in front of me, but for those of you who do,
that's the 15th.
The 15th, we're referring of course, to the Gregorian calendar when we say that. So the 15th at 8:30 will be live.
It's the day after National Nude Day, so I might be sunburned.
Oh, yeah.
Just wear your pearls. You'll
use
even out your skin tone.
Use your standing desk.
From my mother.
That's right.
Yeah, I love the Allie pearls.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So everyone, go look around YouTube, see what you see. Watch Kate and Allie with, the Kelsey Grammer pilot. It's really funny. Thank you for
Dinosaurs is streaming on Disney, and you can also buy it on Amazon or YouTube.
I got it in DVD, the whole series,
and
I got a few on VHS too.
I'm gonna watch Gary Shandling's show.
Yeah.
And I'm binging Cobra Kai as well.
Oh, really? I got 1 season to go, Cobra Kai, but I don't think we can pull that off on here. It'd be a little weird.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? We could do it.
So with all of us talking about how we're older than Wilford Brimley now, we're
right
in our living room.
Yes, that's because Ralph Macchio is ageless. He's ageless.
He's older than Wilford Brimley now, probably too.
Oh yeah, he is.
But he looks, he looks 35 still.
I'll do a karate episode. I'm gonna wrench my back getting out of this chair with this.
Sorry, Evan.
I was just saying we're gonna do a karate episode, and I'll wrench my back, getting out of this chair when we finish here.
Oh.
All right, so we'll see you next month for probably dinosaurs. Right? We'll see.
Thanks, everybody. That was fun.
All right. Yes, thank you guys. Thank you guys
Thanks
for watching. We'll see you next time.
See you another time.
Good night, everybody.
Just when you think you're all by yourself.
Well, that's it. We're doing dinosaurs.